So, reader is an abstract superclass for the character streams that are used for reading characters. Abstract class reader provides the API along with partial implementation for all reader streams that are used for reading 16-bit characters. So, now we are going to see the class hierarchy, that is the subclasses of all the reader classes in this figure. So, here we have a reader. So, this is base class of all the other classes, your buffer reader, your character array reader, your input stream reader, your file reader. So, your buffer reader is inherited into your line number reader. So, then your input stream reader, you have a file reader, and then for your file reader we have pushback reader. So, the buffer reader class here maintains an internal buffer of characters and hence enables streams to read characters, lines, arrays and strings efficiently. So, we already know that what is the use of a buffer. So, if your device, you have two devices, your input device, your output devices. So, in that case, if you are not able to maintain the speed of one of your device and then the other device. So, in that case we have an intermediate buffer which could handle the data. So, your buffer reader class is used for the purpose of reading your data efficiently. So, whenever I try to read a particular data, if the data is already buffered, it will be easy for me and then the time for reading the data will be reduced. So, this will give an increase in the performance. So, the buffer size can be specified. When the buffer is unspecified, the default size is used. So, I can specify the buffer size, if not the default size will be used. The buffer reader class extends your reader class. Your base class is reader class, it means that you could handle all the character streams. So, here we have a demo program. So, here I have a file reader and then a buffer reader. So, this buffer reader is communicated with this file reader by giving your file reader as the parameter for constructing your buffer reader. So, now this file reader is again created using a file name. So, it means that from this file I am going to read the contents character by character. So, here data is equal to buffer reader dot read line. So, this is what is difference between your file reader and then your buffer reader. So, from your file reader each character by character is being read, whereas from your buffer reader if you want to read, you can read it in a particular buffer size. So, it means that it may be end of the line or a particular buffer size. So, here we have used br dot read line. So, if at all I have the contents, so then it would be printed. So, then I am closing my buffer reader as well as my file reader. So, already we have told that whenever you open a reader or writer, whatever the classes you have, so it should always be closed. So, we have catched an exception called file not found exception. So, this will be raised when the file you are trying to read. So, here we are using it as a reader, file reader. So, if your file is not found, this exception will be raised, and then here we have IOA exception. So, IOA exception is the base exception for all input and output. So, next is line number reader class. So, this line number reader class can be used in case of current line number of the data being read is to be kept track of. So, if I need my line number to be kept track of, in that case I can use this type of reader class. So, for example, I want to have a count of number of lines that is read, or if I have a restriction that only these number of lines could be read or written into a file. So, in that case I can use this line number reader class and then perform the or calculate my line numbers, and based on the line numbers I can continue with some particular operation. So, this again extends the buffer reader.